Haters, what?
Haters, one and all, we're back at it again.
We are here. We are back. Who are we? None other than your latest and greatest, and hopefully your favoriteest wrestling podcast in the land. We are the Section 8 Wrestling Podcast. I am Kills at Wills.
I am Billiam.
And today, tonight, whenever it is you're deciding to stop by, we're gonna do something a little different. Different, but kind of the same. Different, but kind of the same.
Yeah,
Uh,
different.
we are going to give you the match of the week. Um, you
Ooh,
know,
tell us about this match. I know you've been excited about this one.
I was, when they announced WWE 2K26, and they teased that Inferno matches were coming back. I mean, it's right there on the promo. They show Undertaker and Kane, and being a diehard Undertaker fan, so in real time in 1998, watching actively,
Mhm.
this the story of Undertaker and Kane just captured my imagination. Undertaker already captured your imagination, just his whole story. And then you have this other thing where it's like he had this brother that was his secret that burned. He burned the funeral home down. His parents died, but his brother survived, and Paul Bear found him, and he's gonna get his revenge. And "No, I'm not gonna fight my brother." And they fight at WrestleMania, and it's a whole thing. And Kane's still mad, and
Yeah.
so it leads to this Inferno match.
Because how else were you
1998.
gonna get these where are you gonna finalize this feud between these two brothers? Like how are they gonna move on past it? Let's add fire into the mix since fire was such a big part of their lives growing up. Uh,
Correct.
and then it's like, how are you gonna do an Inferno match? And well, we found out.
We found out, everybody. 1998, Judgment Day in your house when there was this brother
Unforgiven.
in your house.
Unforgiven.
Unforgiven. Unforgiven.
Unforgiven.
Unforgiven. Not Judgment Day. Unforgiven in your house. 1998.
Mhm.
I think it's in like Greensboro, North Carolina. It's good old JR, Jerry Lawler. And I remember watching this in real time and just being captivated by just, that you have the entrances and it's great. And then they slowly just light the ring, the fire goes around, and you're just like, wow, like we're here. They did it. Like Undertaker and Kane are in the ring, and the ring, there's fire around the ring. Like, how is this actually going to work? And you look at them and they're like, okay, my father is a firefighter. Shout out Ty Payton. I'm like, okay, none of them are wearing flame retardant gear. There's a lot of skin showing. Somebody's supposed to be set on fire in this thing. How is this going to work?
Mhm.
And they figured out a way to make it work. What did you think upon watching the match? I don't know. Did you watch it in real time when it happened, or did it something you caught late?
Um, I think I was 11 at the time. I wasn't fully engulfed in WWF yet. I got to watch it whenever I was around my cousins, and they had the black box with all the pay-per-views and stuff back in the day. My cousin was older, so he used to watch a lot more. So I knew who everybody was. I just wasn't watching on a weekly basis.
Mm.
Um, but I do remember hearing about the Inferno match. So, I mean, I've seen it before. I watched it again today just to kind of get refreshed with it. But I haven't watched it in a very long time. So the first thing I noticed from remembering, I don't know if because there were I think three Inferno matches altogether throughout the years, three or four, something like that.
3 or 4.
There was more than one.
Yes.
But I don't know if it was just this one, but I remember it being darker in the arena.
Mm.
Because they had some red lights on the ring in this one.
Yes.
Like the lights were still on, but like I remember being darker, so when they would like the big moves would hit and the flames would go up, like it made more of an impact. But I mean, with that being said, that's just neither here nor there. But the when they did the pyro just randomly throughout the match, I thought that was kind of odd. Because again, it was something I remember when like a big move was hit or like when somebody slammed on the mat, that's when it would come up. So the
Yes.
fact that it was just randomly just it's like, oh, all right, that's kind of random. But I do applaud the fact the camera angles because you never were actually, unless you were there, you couldn't really tell how close or far away they were from the
True.
ropes and the fire. But it
Yes.
was probably good pretty good gap in between, so they weren't actually burned when they were doing the Irish whips back and forth and stuff. I mean, it was kudos to them because every time I was like, he's really close. How is he not? It's like, oh right, it's little, but it was a fun match. It was Attitude Era at its finest.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Uh, Shout out to them for putting it on. I yes, rewatching it again, going back and looking at it, the random like that very they start off in a great way because you don't it's kind of low and you part of you's like, okay, is it gonna be like that low the whole time? Still dangerous, but you're like, all right, you can
Yeah.
clearly see like, great. But then so the first time he does what was just his jump off the top rope, we know it as old school now, everybody, but then it was just school.
Yeah. It was just today.
Right. That first big jump and that first time you see the flames going and you hear the noise, it's just like that, whoa, like
Yeah.
that's crazy. And then they do the first big move and it's like, oh, and you think like, oh, this is gonna happen on every big move. And then somebody, yeah, got real fun, real in love with the button. Because
Yeah.
at certain times it was just like and you're like, oh, okay,
It's like
great.
they're just staring at each other, but all right,
Yeah,
it's fine.
save
Yeah.
it for it. Um, they find a way for Kane to get hit out of the ring without being set on fire, which creates this very awesome visual of Undertaker jumping over the top rope.
Oh,
With
hitting him and Vader.
they don't raise the flame. They do it right as he passes it, but just him jumping over a ring that's on fire is just an amazing shot.
Yeah, there's a great still you can see of him just flying just a pyro wall just behind him and just going at Vader because Vader and Kane I guess were kind of feuding at the time, so Vader came
Yeah,
down and was hitting Kane and stuff. So Taker flew over the top rope as he does,
yeah.
but it was Jeff's kiss, as Kevin Smith and Mark Bernard would say. Yeah, it was a fun match, and then the whole thing where Taker took Paul Bearer like through where the band performed because I guess Jeff Jarrett performed earlier in the pay-per-view
Correct.
or
It
whatever.
was some kind of country concert, and Jeff Jarrett was yes, it was
Yeah.
yeah.
So he took Paul Bearer up there, he beat him up, so he started bleeding, which gave them time to slather Kane's arm and that flame retardant stuff, as you were saying. Like it's that flame gel kind of thing
Yes.
where so
Yeah.
he was able just to have his arm just spoiler, Kane lost. He was set on
Kane,
fire. But yeah, his arms just engulfed in fire. You hear Jerry the King Lawler, he's like, he's on fire. And
he's on fire.
I just hear my wife laugh because she hates his voice, but every time he says something serious with that high pitched voice,
Yeah.
you can't take it seriously sometimes. She's like, he's on fire. And then she's like, oh my God. It's like, it's almost over. I'm sorry.
And just like their whole little buildups, they're them commentating on how giving commentary on how hot it is. Oh, we're sweating ringside. It's so hot in here.
He's like, feel my crown, feel my jacket. He's like, I'm not touching
Not
anything you're
feeling
wearing.
anything on me.
Oh, those two were the best. He's like, if you tell me how hot it is again, I swear. Because he's like, do you feel the heat? It's like, of course I feel it. I didn't make
Drops
feet from it.
JR drops a bar. He's just like, oh, Undertaker's in there getting battered. Oh, he's gonna get fried. They battered and fried Undertaker.
Oh,
So they're just having fun with it.
yeah.
Yeah, under Kane gets his arm set on fire. Um, it's almost like uh, I think I didn't know what to expect when I first watched it. I
Oh,
didn't know because you don't know. You're like, how are they going to get set on fire? And
right.
I even remember being a kid when I saw it. I went, oh yeah, yep.
That makes sense.
Either that or somebody's leg, right? You
Right.
know?
Like their boot or something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Or you just thought maybe it was going to be somebody. It's like a flare up or something like the things go and somebody's close to it and it's just like, oh, and it's like he got burned and so but to
Right.
actually get set on fire. Yeah, I watched a little clip of Glenn, who is now Kane. Kane. He's Glenn now, but he's a Mayor Kane. When
Mayor
he
of
was
Knox
talking
County,
about
Tennessee, sir.
Mhm. When he was talking about doing that, and he was like, yeah, he's like, so he's like, we got one rehearsal, and I remember talking to the stunt guys, and they're like, and they're like, all right, y'all just gonna do this once, like, it's like when y'all gonna do this? Like, we're doing it tonight. He's like, oh, this took us weeks to set up. He's like, all right, he's like, so he's like, so they put the thing on me, and they light me on fire, so I'm standing there, my arm's on fire, and I go to move, and they're like, no, 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 no. It's like, keep the fire away from your face. You don't want to inhale the fire. And I'm like, all right, so I got to wrestle for 20 minutes. So I got to keep all that stuff in my head whilst doing this stunt I've never done for the first time in front of 30, 20,000 people and millions of people on pay-per-view.
Yeah. Because I mean he's burned and he's on fire for a bit, but he's like he's
Taker
holding his arm out and
he
then he
has to
runs to the
react and
back.
run back and kind of look at it as best he can without look at it and just kind
Yeah.
of make a show out of it. And it's he's on fire. And
My
then yeah,
hand's on fire.
Undertaker takes it down and he's able to get back in the ring and he does his classic pose and and the
Fire
fire.
shoots up.
Yeah, man. It captured my imagination. So that I wanted to put that up for match of the week because they're putting Inferno matches back, and I know we're gonna have a few Inferno matches in our little
Oh
uh
yeah.
create a wrestler little pay-per-views that we do. So that was the one, y'all. True 1998 type attitude era wrestling stuff, man. Really good stuff.
Yeah, I ran through the pay-per-view and the first match was it was the Nation of Domination with The Rock, who's Intercontinental Champion, Mark Henry and D'Lo Brown against it was Farouk because he had kicked Farouk out when they said the
Right.
leader of the nation, The Rock. I'm like, oh right, we're at that point already. So it was Farouk, it was Ken Shamrock and somebody else. Like, oh, that's random, but I mean, I just zoomed through it, but
And the
uh,
nation had like the random white dudes with him now, right? Was that that time?
oh, was that
Like
Crush and Owen Hart, right?
Crush was like with him, and like
Yeah,
I don't know if that was then or if that came later, but
I don't know.
it was a wild time, wild time.
Yeah, 98 was weird.
Yeah, it's not a hey, I'll keep it 100 with y'all. It's not a 5-star match. It's nothing that's gonna blow you away. It's Undertaker, it's Kane, but it's Undertaker and Kane like in their prime of their story
It's a
with
gimmick,
a ring on fire.
right?
It's just fun.
Yeah, it was the gimmick of it all, just to see them actually do it, and then they did it then, and then like I said, two or three times after that. So,
Right.
uh, Inferno matches are a trip, man.
Right. It kind of
Definitely, it's a good
became
pick.
kind of how casket matches became Undertaker's thing.
Hmm.
Inferno matches kind of became Kane's thing. Um, trying to think of someone who was in an Inferno match where Undertaker and Kane weren't involved, where it was just like we're gonna
It
set the ring.
was, I think, it was one of them in every one.
I believe so. Like I said, I think it
Yeah.
became Kane's thing because I remember the last Inferno match I remember was him and MVP, I believe, when they had
Uh,
an Inferno match. Um, I don't remember who won, but I do believe they had an Inferno match. But anyway, it's coming back, which makes me think if maybe they'll try it again in 2026, 2027. If it's coming back in the game,
maybe.
maybe somebody will feel like, giving it a try. Who
But
knows?
getting battered and fried. Who knows? We'll see.
But that's it, y'all. Match of the
Good.
week. We should hit him with it. Match of the week. Anyway, that's it. That's our little quick snippet. Go ahead and check out our other videos. We're up to last time I saw, we're up to 22 subscribers. Thanks, y'all. Everything is looking
Hmm.
great. Always trending in the right direction. But I have things to do. He has things to do, and y'all have things to do. So we're gonna leave it at that. But real quick, hey Billiam, tell them how they can help us out real quick.
Absolutely. Go ahead, kids. If you want to hear us review a match, give us a match of the week update. We'll go ahead and take a consideration as well. But go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Tell your friends that your favorite wrestling podcast will soon be their favorite wrestling podcast as well. Go ahead and find us on Instagram, Section 8 Wrestling Pod. And if you want to listen to us, Spotify and Apple Music is where you can find us.
Hey, hey, hey! Awesome. Well, we'll see y'all. We hope we made you laugh. We hope we made you smile. Hope we made you think about some good wrestling. And we will see you next time. We are the Section 8 Wrestling Podcast. I am Kills at Wills.
All right, Billy.
Hey, we're going to see y'all on the next one.
Bye, y'all.